They're here. They're here.
Is it way too soon for me to say that we're here? LeBron brought worth to a city rookie year. Had to fight for that king spot like them Cavaliers.
The Thunder look like they're not messing around tonight. They had a little bit of an edge to them as they get off the bus earlier on. The bustling financial district here in Canada's largest city. We're coming to you from Toronto. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander loves getting to the rim. Last season, he led the league in drives per game by a wide margin. Matter of fact, he drove the most that we've ever seen since they started tracking the stat back in 2013. His blend of length, strength, and craftiness has been remarkable to watch. Guys?
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. D.A., thank you. So a moment now to see the story for Fred VanVleet.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort are the guards. Then it's Williams. Then there's Favors, and it's Roby in at the 4-man position. And for Toronto, VanVleet and Anunoby are your wingmen. Barnes out there with Precious Achiuwa, and it's Flynn in at the point. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Barnes grabs the miss. Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
And most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Dort passes to Roby. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's VanVleet. He has 5. Pass to Achiuwa. Now Anunoby. Flynn with it. Williams picks him up. From the line. Almost, but it rolls out. And here are the Thunder now. Flynn against Gilgeous-Alexander. He takes it in, and yes, it's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Physical D, but Shai shows unreal body control when driving to the bucket.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Flynn against Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go with the 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Got that one up quick. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd basket of the night.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Anunoby has the open look, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
OG Anunoby matching 3s. Just a solid, steady player who continues to improve.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Toronto with the rebound and going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
You know what? Every win counts in this league, and both of these teams want every victory they can get.
And a slam dunk by Favors.
Favors using his imposing frame to rock the rim.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for Toronto. 3-point lead. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Flynn. Just 5 to shoot. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Thunder trailing by 3. Out to Favors for the 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against Washington. Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power,
hammering down the two-hand slam.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. To the middle. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
He's heady. He's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Williams for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Flynn the pass to Van Vliet. Here's Achua. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. To the inside, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Nice pass by Gilgeous-Alexander. Has the height to see over the D, and he's unselfish.
Toronto's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Here's Anunoby. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Anunoby's got 7 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
The game now all time.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Dort. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Van Vliet following the score by Oklahoma City. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And Toronto making a change here. Young's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Muscala, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Pokusevski in for Roby. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a 3rd foul this early.
Time to run.
Flynn kicks to Young. Toronto working the ball around now. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Pokusevski. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Giddey, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Young. Now here's Flynn. Over in the corner, Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Misfires on the corner 3. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Giddey. And the Thunder another 3.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
Now here's Flynn, guarded closely. A three ball. Raptors get it back. Young. Tries yet again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Backed by great length. I call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
Here's Jerome. He had 15 points last outing. Outside, Dort. And he slams it down right on the top of Thaddeus.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Now here's Barnes coming off a solid outing against Washington. Here's Pakusevsky. And the pass to Muscala. Down low. Here's Jerome from past the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
Passes it to Giddey. Back to Dort. Shoots over Van Vliet. And the shot falls short this time. Raptors trail by 8. Steps back and fires. That shot misses. So the Thunder will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, they came in with a purpose, gave everything they had. It just wasn't quite enough.
Fast break, Toronto. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. Can't hit from in close.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And the shot is good. Jerome's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out.
So timeout called here. The first for Toronto.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Some changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher comes in for Barnes. And Trent subbed in for Flynn. Young's shot is good.
Huge collapse on defense. No reason to allow a wide open look off the inbounds play.
Here's Dort. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last one.
Yeah, I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions. And what you like about Anunoby is how efficient he's become. Good to great shot selection. Hits for a solid percentage from the field, from 3, and from the line.
And here are the Raptors now. The Thunder making the shot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Trent. T right on him.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And another efficiency of Anunoby's, he takes care of the rock.
And for a young player, you're right, GA, he makes very few mistakes. And if he does make a mistake, they don't pile up and become a problem. He just moves on to the next play.
Watanabe's checked in for Anunoby.
Watanabe.
A minute 42 left in the first quarter of the game. And again, Toronto with the triple.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Pass to Pakusevsky. And here is Dort. And the Thunder, another three.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Van Vliet, right side. A nice shot by Young. 1:06 left in the first. Pakusevsky, the pass to Giddey. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Cans it from downtown. Jerome's got 10 points.
Where was the D there? No one was covering the open man.
Pass to Boucher. And he drives in. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Jerome. That one a little long. And the Raptors shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% for the field. Trent passes to Van Vliet. To the paint. Not going to go that time. Nice defense from Dort. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lets it go from deep. And the Thunder another three.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
There's the pass to Watanabe. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Toronto now. Boucher passes to Watanabe. Here's Van Vliet. Second change shot. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Toronto right now, guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. Young out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Watanabe in at the three, the small forward. Here's Van Vliet. The Thunder making the shot. And Young slams it home.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Here's Jerome, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Toronto with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Count the basket. And that's 13 points for Fred Van Vliet.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jerome passes to Muscala. Here's Giddey. His three-pointers off the mark. Raptors trail by 5. And even 3-on-3 break. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Coming into last season, the Thunder had posted a winning record every year for more than a decade. But when they decided to rebuild, they went all in and promoted their G League coach, Mark Dagnall, to head coach. He said adversity tests the connection of the team, tests everything, and shows you who you are. Guys?
Good way to start. Thanks, D.A. Here's Van Vliet. The Thunder making the shot. There's the triple. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Well, Fred could do this all day. He's that confident in his long-range shooting.
And Giddey gets it to go.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
Toronto's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Achua, he's checked in for Toronto. And then for Oklahoma City, Derek Favors checked in for Mike Muscala. Roby comes in for Pokushevsky. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Ty Jerome. Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit. And the three ball is good. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. Into the lane. Derek Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams finds Favors. Shot from 12. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. Raptors trail by 9. Van Vliet passes to Boucher. And they get it. Trent. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Favors has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Impressive night for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, scoring and doing it in a variety of ways.
Toronto calls timeout. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew.
The Raptors making a switch here. Flynn's checked in. Driving to the basket. Makes it off the glass. Flynn's got 5 points so far.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Oklahoma City.
Flynn against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Raptors trail by 12. Passes to Trent. Flynn against Gilgeous-Alexander. Flynn the pass to Trent. That one no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And Williams, here we go. It's good. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for Oklahoma City.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the Raptors hit again from deep. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Favors passes to Giddey. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Kicks it to Williams. Fires the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Gradually starting to put pressure on this defense. That's his 2nd from downtown this quarter. 3 for the game.
Achua. And that one is off. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Giddey. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now Trent. 26 points for him last game against Washington. Pass to Watanabe. And the 3 off target. Oklahoma City leading by 16. Giddey the pass to Favors. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Love the gritty work inside from Favors. When he's down there, it makes the defense very nervous.
First trip to the line for him here.
Derek Favors.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. OG Anunoby comes in for Watanabe. Flynn dishes to Barnes. all alone. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved, Kevin. Plays great defense, has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning, but if you need points from him, young fella can provide that as well. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
Raptors trail by 17. Barnes outside. Pass to Flynn from outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Flynn's got his third bucket of the night.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. As that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists now in the game. Serrano's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Now the pass to Barnes. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Flynn. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Toronto shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. And the Raptors call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
George, he's checked in for the Thunder. Barnes outside. And the dunk by Barnes.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
We can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Here's Flynn after Oklahoma City gets the 3. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Good on the shot. And that's 12 points for Lou George.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the 4 all night.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Here's Flynn. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Count that one for George.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Barnes outside, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Derek Favors. The Raptors shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Achua.
At the line for 2.
Barnes hits them both. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Fires it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 23.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Pulls up, high post. Williams can't get it to go.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And the dunk by Barnes.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 23 points in the game.
What a game for him so far. He started out strong in that first quarter and has only turned it up from there.
Here's Flynn, and it's Barnes sliding it down.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Timeout, Oklahoma City.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Raptors. Then for the Thunder, Muscala, he's checked in for Favors. Pokusevski's come in for Roby. And it's Ty Jerome in for Kenrich Williams.
The ability to alternate tempo off the bounce. This is how Gilgeous-Alexander keeps defenders guessing.
Toronto's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Passes it to Flynn. 1:35 left here in the second. Good work there as it goes. Flynn's got 10 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Here's Pokusevski. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wasted no time on that one. He's got 12.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And they recovered. And Muscala gets to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches it. Barnes grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
VanVleet passes to Flynn. Baseline try. Doesn't go for him. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And stolen by Barnes. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. VanVleet wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations. Fred does a lot of things for this team.
Here's Dort. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
That one is no good. And he nails the third. 12 seconds left to play in the first half. VanVleet with it. This one for 3. Flynn misses. And so it's Oklahoma City out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Derek, big effort in the first half. Did Coach ask you to come out here and really set the tone?
Oh, yeah, I know our coach wanted me to be aggressive, and I came out and I was aggressive.
And it showed on the floor. Thanks, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way in the first half. He ended up with 28 points, 9 assists, and 1 steal. He's really stood out for them to this point. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
The difference in bench points is staggering. Their second unit came to play tonight. They were aggressive. You got to figure the starters are loving it, seeing how much work their second unit is getting done.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
It's their defense that's put them in this spot, giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have these game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage, said Baby Line. Well, that's not going to cut it, honey. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort are the guards. Then there's Favors. Then it's Williams. And it's Roby in at the 4. Williams from outside. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Flynn's got 5 assists tonight.
This is what you already like about OG Anunoby's game. Has a good feel for where to get his shots along the perimeter.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
The dunk by Achua.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
The Thunder leading by 12.
Anunoby with the assist.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
And here now the Thunder after Toronto at the 3-point. Favors finds Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Williams. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Flynn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Now, here's Anunoby. He's got 13. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from outside.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Here is Flynn. 12 points for him.
And Lou Dort has made a name for himself on defense. Viewed as a superstar stopper, well, he's earned it with his play.
The Thunder leading by 12. Dort passes to Williams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Greg, the way Dort has handled guys like LeBron and Harden, he does as well as anyone when it comes to defending them.
Yeah, I mean, he's small but strong and really hard to bump off his spot. Quick enough to stay with anyone on their drives and just turning into a great shutdown defender.
Inside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The tray. And he's good on the three ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 31 points.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. D.A., thank you. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Williams.
How about his aggressiveness from three? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Flynn. Favors finds Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And the Thunder another three.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Here's Rope, covered by Barnes. Outside Williams. From outside, off the mark.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Anunoby kicks to Flynn. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
Just think where they'd be without all the work he's done from the three-point line today.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 34. Outside Flynn. Van Vliet outside. Anunoby in the corner. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 8th assist in the game.
We've talked about it. Be ready when your number's called. OG Anunoby's very accountable, and he's been very active on the offensive end.
Oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Fellas, that was ruthless. He threw it down with some authority.
And you gotta love the big bucket and the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And Steve, along with everything else he does, Van Vliet's effectiveness as a playmaker is key for this team.
It is, Kevin. He makes great reads. He makes the right pass, and he doesn't turn the ball over.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Young comes in for OG Anunoby. And Trent subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Outside Flynn. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Dort. It's stolen by Muscala. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And good that time. And now it's an 8-point Oklahoma City lead.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's good, 2 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Now, here's Trent. 7 points in the game. That one drops for him.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Here's Pokusevski. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Outside Flynn. lays it up off the glass. Flynn's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against Flynn.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort, and he brings the energy.
Toronto with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Barnes passes to Flynn. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Thank you.
Flynn's got 12 points here in the second half. Pass to Muskawa. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Dort gets it to go.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Barnes looking around. And the dunk by Barnes.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
It's good.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Raptors trail by 11. The pass to Achua. To the paint. Here's Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Here's Giddey. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Flynn after Lou Dort's miss. Flynn kicks to Trent. The Thunder pull it in. Muskawa's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pokusevski can't hit. Toronto trailing. Down low, here's Young, and Young slams it home.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
This is it to Pokusevski. Outside, Dort. Here's Jerome. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. It's Trent on the wing. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Giddey. From deep three-point range. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
Trent passes to Achua. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Oklahoma City shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Pass to Jerome. Trying to get something going. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And the Raptors call time here.
Well, it's a player's league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And the Raptors with some changes. Chris Boucher's checked in for Achua. Watanabe comes in for Barnes. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Flynn. Giddey the pass to Pokusevski. Young with the steal. To the middle. Here's Boucher. The dish now to Young. Back to Boucher. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish off. Hard with two hands on that stuff. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. 11 feet away and misses it off the right side of the rim. Oklahoma City leading by 5. The pass to Pokusevski. And the Thunder another three.
Pokusevski.
And here is Van Vliet. 19 points in the game. 46 seconds left in the third. And it's blocked. Passes it to Giddey. Here's Pokusevski. Boucher defending. Here's Dort. Offline with his three. Raptors shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Here's Watanabe. Sinks the three-pointer. Watanabe's got 6.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Pokusevski, the pass to Dort. Three-pointer. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Takes it inside. Second chance effort. Can't capitalize inside. That will count. No good. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Thunder lead by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Fred Van Vliet, Anunoby out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Young, and it's Watanabe in at the 2. It's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
7'2" wingspan. OG Anunoby throwing it down.
Williams, that's good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Here's Watanabe. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And they'll get another chance. Young finds Van Vliet. And it's good off the back rim and in. Van Vliet's got 21 in the game.
A good shooter who can operate at different speed. Love when Fred is knocking down that mid-range jumper.
Williams for 3. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Watanabe. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Now here's Favors over Young. Favors can't get it to go.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Definitely. But this is the time when you want the momentum. Late is when you want to impose your will. In the first half, he got wild and loose beyond the arc. Now he's hit 3 more cents. Remarkable.
Van Vliet outside. To the inside. Young. And he just jams it right over Derek Favors. Wow!
Van Vliet excels at breaking down defenses with his passing.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Now Van Vliet, after the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, to take the lead, and Van Vliet lays it in. Van Vliet's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Takes the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Anunoby. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Raptors making a change here. Flynn's checked in.
So he's still polishing the skill set. Anunoby has the size and versatility that every team wants out of his wings.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels it's put the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on. Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew. All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew.
Got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He knows they struggled at the free throw line, but he actually looked at the positive. He said if we continue to get to the foul line, good things are going to happen, but we have to keep getting there. Maybe that'll take the heat off him a little.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Trains the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
For 3, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Having a monster night from beyond the arc. He had 2 bombs in the first half, now 3 more since.
Jerome passes to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Thunder trailing by 6. Pass to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Fires from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Here he goes. And the rejection by Favors. From the arc, it's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Flynn. Bangs home the trifecta. Flynn's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
Flynn misses. Thunder trailing by 9. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
It is good.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
From deep, Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
At the elbow, Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
From deep three-point range, Thunder with the rebound. The pass to Jerome. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. And now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
What a time for him to step up. Big three right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters, they come through in those positions.
Passes it to Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. 5 on the clock. Here's Young. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
I just hate seeing this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dortz checked in.
Look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your North Side crew.
Achua, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Jerome. Here's Dortz. Hits it from three-point range. Dortz got 15 points here in the second half.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Knocked away. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Pass to Roby. Out to Favors. Here's Jerome. The 3. And the Thunder another 3.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Now here's Flynn. Over Williams. Flynn against Williams. Down low, here's Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And Torch gets it to go.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Van Vliet, and Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors has got 11 rebounds in the game. Williams can't hit. Raptors trail by 5. Van Vliet on the wing. And there's the pass to Young. They grab their own miss, and there it is for him.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
That's a carryover from the way he played in their last game. All-out energy plays on his way to a huge performance.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Thunder?
From mid-range, they've been on fire today. Those jump shots have been falling all game.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
The 10-footer. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Van Vliet.
This is what happens when Fred gets into a rhythm. His whole offensive game rises to another level.
Dort passes to Williams. Fires the 3. Unable to get that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considering he's hit none since.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
And Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Dort. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dort's got 38 points.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
And the Raptors call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Let's present our New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Here's Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Favors has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
Assistant, Kenrich Williams.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. Feeds it to Young. It's deflected. Here's Jerome, covered by Flynn. Here's Dort. Off target from three-point range. Raptors trail by 6. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Ajua, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 19 points for Precious Achiuwa.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
To the paint. Young's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Outside Williams. Passes to Jerome. Fires for 3. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Van Vliet's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Young with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet. Young's got 12 points here in the second half. Roby the pass to Jerome. For three, Williams. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Flynn against Dort. Flynn kicks to Anunoby. Van Vliet up top. To the middle. To tie it up. And it's off the back rim. No good. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Williams for three. They get the rebound. Pass to Jerome. Here's Roby, defended by Young. Shoots the three. Frames it from downtown. And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Just like that. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in here.
And the Raptors call time here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
they're down by 5. 29 seconds left in the game. And so here's Toronto. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the wing on the left. Here's Flynn. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Toronto foul. Fred VanVleet.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
14 foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Isaiah Roby.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Flynn the pass to Van Vliet. Puts up a 3. Cans the 3.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
15 foul.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, you know, he's the former 3rd overall pick out of Georgia Tech. Favors has made steady improvement, productive at the 4 and the 5 spot.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Derek. Congrats on the win. I know the season can be a grind, but it looked like you guys were having fun out there.
Oh, it's fun, man. It's always fun to win. I'm just coming out here playing my game. You know, rebounding, defense, that's my game. And Coach trusts me, so I couldn't let him down.
Yes, this is an up-and-coming team, and you guys really showed well tonight. Congrats, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.